Bonjour tout le monde. Welcome everyone to EFA60 on this Wednesday, May 27th. I'm with my beautiful daughter, Maddie. Bonjour. And today is a teaching day because Maddie is a little after 3 p.m. here Eastern time, and it's one of these very hot 30-degree days. I'm not sure the temperature right now. It says 36 Celsius on our thermostat, so 36 Celsius Canada time. That said, today is, I want to talk about the unfairness right now. Like this is month, what, 3? We're April, May, June almost, right? Going into 3 months of businesses that were shut down. And as of late last night, I've talked to restaurant owners, I've talked to salon owners, I've talked to businesses, and I've asked them, like, do you have the latest black and white official government, anything official? Anything official? They said no. You know, it's all bits and pieces. It's everything from their associations. It's everything from their own business communities. That's where they get the information from. And these are individuals that their entire family, their entire livelihood depends on that. And the same individuals that have been shut down financially are the same individuals that are watching people in public parks. They're watching monster box stores open. They're watching hundreds of people congregate everywhere. However, they can't serve a meal and they can't perform haircuts. They can in secrecy, or they can through drive-through, or they can through all these different ways, right? But not full capacity like everybody else. And remember, some individuals, some ginormous out there, have never missed a day, never skipped a day. Some stocks are skyrocketing, some massive numbers out there in some industries because they haven't missed a day. But yet there's the 40%, the 50%, whatever that grassroots is, they were affected the most. Maddie, can you imagine for a second here, mommy and daddy, okay, your parents right now, both are full, entire livelihood, everything that we depend on as a family, everything we depend on, everything that we survive on. You can imagine being controlled by somebody back in March, say, boom, stop, we'll give you some money, we'll give you like 30, 40, 50 cents on the dollar, but you lose around 50 cents on every dollar you make for months. So that equates to tens of thousands of dollars, to hundreds of thousands of dollars, to whatever, depending on the company. And then some companies are told you will take a 25% decrease, whether it's rental property, whatever. So we own a rental property. That property, if it's decreased, I have to take a 25% haircut to allow my tenant to stay there. So all these people are told to do these kind of things. So if we owned a restaurant, right, I could only run our restaurant if at this capacity. So this is our jobs. We're only going to get this much money. And the lifestyle you have, you got to change it. You're going to have to change it fast. So, and that's what's happening. That's what's happening to families. That's what's happening to communities across this world. Not only our nation, across this world. But here's the thing, and about the governance of out there, all you green activists, all you environmentalists, all those that believe in their health, all those that believe in the pollution and problems, all those that believe in the real data, which is non-communicable, environmental, lifestyle, etc. All those individuals, Maddie, that are out there, where are you for all those small companies? Because that, for example, the restaurants, that's your real food. The farmers right now, put your ear to the ground. The farmers around the world in developed nations are being attacked financially. They're hurting. There's the workforces, etc. They don't have the workforce, the people power to do what they need to do. Train qualified individuals. They're hurting. The restaurant industry, where are you going to get real food? Think about that. When you're driving, etc., the real food came from the real restaurants, the mom and pop restaurants, the family-owned restaurants, the family-owned recipes. They don't come from your big monster franchise that rip open boxes. They don't come from the pre-packaged, pre-frozen, pre-everything process. The real food comes from the real restaurant, from the real families owned within our nation, within the globe. So those same families, Maddie, those same communities, all those businesses, their salaries have been dictated to them since March. Imagine if that was our household. Would you accept that? We wouldn't accept that. Maddie, in school, did they teach you about taxes? Did they go into real grander about taxes? They've never mentioned taxes? You don't know anything about that? Because I've asked Maddie's friends about taxes and that kind of stuff, and my daughter's friends and that kind of stuff, and they said themselves, no, I don't know nothing about taxes. And they're like in high school now, right? I've also gone into questions like autophagy, that's some of the stuff I've covered before. Autophagy, you know what autophagy is? Autophagy. So, Maddie, do I talk a lot about like intermittent fasting and keto and I do, right? I am very, very disciplined now, and I try to teach that to my daughters now. But my point is, Autophagy, which the Nobel Peace Prize was 2016. There was a previous Peace Prize on that. There was a lot of research for to that, but a lot like really big information have been out since 2016 on intermittent fasting, which is old as time itself. Why aren't these things taught in school? Right? But we like, if you look at schools, how they're structured, corporately structured, right? If you look at it, and if you look at the world, how everybody from the big box stores and that, or the big franchises, I'm talking about the fast food industry, did not skip a beat because they were engineered and built for this kind of pandemic, right? They just switch to their processed food, drive through, and then they're good. All right, all the family-owned restaurant with the real food. All your green activists, all your earth activists, all your fit people, all your farmers and supporters, everybody out there that believes in real food, stand up and speak up. Because right now, businesses up until last night did not even have all the full details. I was talking to restaurant owners, like I mentioned. I've talked to the salon owner. I've talked to business owners, and right up until last night in Ontario, Canada, here, they did not have the latest, other than from their communities, other from their associations, and other from the tidbits from government, but nothing black and white. For restaurants that their salaries have been controlled since March. They're opening Disneyland. Think about that, ladies and gentlemen. Families that own restaurants, that own salons, that own everything, they're opening Disneyland, but you don't have the particulars to open your business. June, think about that. Do you have your June list yet? Jean-Guy Bourguignon, EFA59, shame on government that are governing the industries that are being affected by their every single piece of everything that's trying to keep them alive today is still being governed. Every single business out there, all the businesses I deal with, everybody that I deal from the construction industry to the nutraceutical industry to the trademark industry to all the lawyers I deal with, everybody's affected by 1-2 weeks, and they're all affected by government. All affected by government delays. Jean-Guy Bourguignon, EFA59, please speak out to your government and give them a call and let them know that we need to open business. With rules and regulations and guidelines, we need to open business. Jean-Guy Bourguignon, EFA59. Thank you. Merci. Merci, madame.